Hello guys, welcome to the very first episode of the Conor MEKM reviews. We're going to review quite a few movies here, but today we're going to be reviewing, I don't want to revisit this again, Space Chimps 2, Zartog Strikes Back. Yeah, the first Space Chimps movie was a pretty mediocre movie at best. As a 6-year-old, I actually kind of thought it was okay. Like most movies now. As a 6-year-old, I thought it was okay, but as 14, not so much. If I were to give it a review, I'd give it a 5 out of 10 at best. But this sequel, oh my fucking god. This is utter garbage. Basically, from the guy John H. Williams, yes, the guy who was involved with Shrek, basically made Space Chimps 1 and 2, and this movie did really bad. Over here in the UK, it actually went into cinemas, but it quickly went, and over in America, it went straight to DVD because of how bad it did in this country, the UK. So, as these reviews, we're gonna break them into 5 categories: the story, the animation, the characters, the voice acting, and the music. Are you ready? Let's get started. The story. So, our movie begins 2 years after the events of the first film, where Comet, a tech-savvy young chimp, wants to be taken seriously as a full-fledged space chimp, but Ham, Luna, and the other space chimps do not take him seriously. Comet learns that he was removed from the last mission due to budget cut, and he plans to go to the next mission. As you can see, the story does not sound really good. If I were to give it a bit, it's fucking awful. Well, in the first movie, they had 3 characters. The main characters were the 3 chimps. In the first movie, Comet was just a techno guy, and he wasn't really much part of the plot. If you removed him from the first movie, it wouldn't even really be that different. And while he's there, he gets onto the rocket somehow by voice activating. What the actual fuck? When have you ever heard about voice activating? How dangerous could it be? Oh yeah, because if you accidentally say something you're not meant to do, it could turn on and it would fucking blow. And as you can see, this is the most pathetic story probably ever. And he controls the rocket, and he accidentally launched it into space because it's voice activated, which is probably the only thing that actually uses it. And Comet lands on the planet Malgore, where he meets Ham's alien friend Kilowatt from the first movie. For the first time, gains respect for the residents there. However, back on Earth, Zartog, the evil alien from the first film, is somehow sneaked into the NASA and takes mission control. What's happened basically is the guys have literally made this teleporting device, which obviously looks like a fucking Wii remote. I'm not even kidding. And yeah, as you can see, you have to wait like 40 minutes into the actual movie to wait for some actual action. And what happens is just dumb filler. Do you know what? I'm giving fuck you points to the animation, which is basically 0. Let's move on to the next bit. So I'm giving 0 points to the animation and then to the story. The animation. What do you call this? Look at the fucking color scheme of this. Look how unnatural it looks. Just look at the fucking color scheme on it. It looks so shit. If this was just a 3D animations project, I wouldn't mind it, honestly, but the texture is just so unreal. It's like the producers were just were just trying to make the movie, and they just forgot to make it. No, wait. They were making the movie, and they somehow were forced to release it halfway through the production. These stuff are just... And you won't believe this. Now, have you ever gone into a rocket and you literally put a metal wrench in the rocket and it goes on fire? No, it explodes. Now, you probably would say, you fucking serious? How stupid are you? Well, apparently this movie actually thinks if you put some metal in a rocket, it'll literally blow up. I'm not kidding. Oh yes, and the scene where Zartog gets hit over is just dreadful! It's like the animators were just, never even knew how to animate properly, so they just did this. He just falls backwards. So let's say this is the car, and he literally goes off. This, and, yeah. It looks like out of a PS2 game. I'm going to give 0 points to the animation. The characters. Our main character is Comet, who barely had any involvement in the first movie. And I'm not even kidding, you could take him out and the story would be the exact same. But no. You have to put this guy as the main character, who literally, despite actually being the main character, doesn't even do anything. Watching grass grow is actually more entertaining than this movie. Ham is basically basically from the first movie, but just doing some weird, boring shit, just like Luna, who Ham is a total creep, just maybe even worse than Titan from Megamind, but unlike this movie, Megamind's actually good. So yeah, he literally just stalks her around. And then they do some boring ass shit where they just use some jetpacks and just fuck around in the NASA place, I suppose. And Titan. I mean, oh my fucking god. This guy. Now, he doesn't know what he's doing. He just lies around in the NASA place. And he literally tells them what he did. And he even does this. And Zartog is an awful villain. An awful villain. What happens is, this guy is voiced by... They don't even use the same actor from the last one. So they literally make... This guy actually makes Bender from Futurama seem very unfunny. He doesn't even try. To make it even worse, there's a scene in the movie where Titan stumbles upon Zartog, who literally tried to kill him in the first movie by putting him into that weird Fresno shit. How does he react? Well, oh hi, how you doing? How you doing? Like, nothing's happened. Like, this is just my friend. You know. What the fuck? This is bullshit! Go shove a banana up your asshole! You know, Batman would have done the same thing. He would give a tour to give the Joker a tour to the Batcave, despite actually killing his parents. And there's a part in the movie, and Kilowatt. Now this is probably the main reason why many of you guys have stayed out of this movie. And if you've never watched this movie, consider yourself a very lucky person. Because this actor just screams her she's just screaming everywhere. She in the first, I don't know. Why? They don't even do anything for the plot. It's too safe and there's nothing going on. Except for the last, like, 10 minutes, there's actually something going on. So for, like... Wait, how long's this movie again? So basically, for the first 40 to 50 minutes, the characters just fuck around in the place. It's only in the last 10 minutes where you actually see some action. And if I forgot to mention the scientists, they're just retards. Total assholes. They have nothing to the plot, and they just have invented this thing that basically can departicleize anything, and Zartog gets his hands on it. If you've watched a movie, it's clearly just... The departicleizer is, I kid you not, this. It's a fucking Wii remote. So overall, the characters like Kilowatt is one of those characters where you find cute, I suppose, but... fuck me. No. Cute, and basically, she's meant to be like one of those cute characters, but yeah. Well, I'm gonna be only give one middle finger because I'll actually give 1 point to the characters. The voice acting. Zach Shudder voices Comet, our main protagonist. Barely. And most of the acting is basically this. Yeah, I can lose my friends. Yeah, Lone, Titan, Ham. Now, do you find that annoying? Well, that's literally the acting. Because it's acting. And then there's Ham, voiced by Tom Kenny. I'm being serious. I'm not even joking. This character, the voice acting for this character, basically he's SpongeBob. Do you know how SpongeBob is like, can be annoying in like a likable way? So he's like, enjoyably annoying? Well, imagine, it's basically like charmingly annoying. Well, imagine taking all the charm out of SpongeBob and only keeping the annoying part. That's Tom Kenny's performance of Ham. He just does like this. Moonwalking! Oh, man. And there's Luna, which just sounds pretty generic as an actor, but... And there's Patrick Warburton. I'm not even joking. The guy who was literally in Family Guy. Joe from Family Guy was literally is part of this movie. I mean, the acting is actually okay, I suppose. I mean, Titan is okay of a character. I mean, his dialogue's awful, and the character placement is awful, but with the right role and the right setting, I mean, like, he might actually be an okay actor. Not in this movie, though. No. We have, Kilowatt, who's basically performed by, Kilowatt, who basically was performed by Laura Bailey, who's just a replacement because she was, even though not being in the first movie, but she's just a replacement actor. And yeah, she kind of just feels like one of those South Park characters who just high-pitch their voice. And then there's the scientists who literally are the same guys, but one of the characters in this one of the characters in this movie literally rips off Peter from Family Guy. Wait, you see this? Wait, you see this character right here? His face is just a fucking rip off of. It reminds me of Peter from Family Guy. and Zartog. Oh my fucking god! This guy, Zartog, is voiced by John D. Machiano, the guy who voiced some classic show called Futurama. But he makes Bender very, very unfunny. This Zartog guy is literally Bender from Futurama, except removing everything enjoyable about him and just being an asshole. He doesn't have any character development, and he just fucks around with this Wii remote shit. And yeah, I'm gonna give like 1 point to the characters. The music. Most of the music in this movie is just literally sounds like music from a literal video game. No, scratch that. Maybe just some random music you'd hear off the internet. Or maybe, yeah. It's literally, they literally play the music like it's broken on a record. Let me just tell you what I'm doing. Yeah, that's annoying, right? Well, most of the music is just basically just pasted off, so... And it just sounds absolute fucking dreadful. You know what? I'm gonna give 0 points to the music. Overall, Space Chimps 2 is an absolute mess. It's fucking bullshit. Has really annoying characters. It's just awful animation and a god awful story, and the actors sound like they just had to do it, just weren't even trying. And yeah, overall, give this movie a 1 out of 10. Do not watch it because it's bad. And yeah, well, that's it for me. This is my first review of Conor MEKM reviews. Well, thanks for watching this review, and bye, guys.